Hey guys, now we're going on the Series 63. I've already done the broker-dealer end of the Series 63, so now we're talking about the agents. What is an agent? An agent is an individual that works for a broker-dealer, for the most part, affecting securities transactions for themselves or others. Okay. Now, what is an agent? We just said that. So now, where does an agent register? Now, keep in mind, the SEC does not register individuals, never. They do not register them. So boom, we're done. The SEC, we don't care. So now agents register with FINRA or the state if they do business. FINRA and the state, that's it. They register with FINRA and the state. I'm saying it over and over again. Only. Now, when would they have to register? Well, always with FINRA. And then if they do business in the state, wow, it sounds familiar to the broker-dealer. So if they do business, if they have one single retail client or they have a place of business, they have to register. If they have a place of business or even one single retail client, they have to register. Playing with my dog. So I think we're good with that. Now, if you have no place of business and no retail, no register. Hey, no business, no office, no retail, no register. I like that. No office, no retail, no register. Now, moving on before I start singing, okay? If you are an agent and your client visits another state and he or she doesn't move there, you don't have to register there. It's temporary residency. There's no actual time limit. It's whatever it is. So that's called the vacation or the temporary residency rule. If your client, remember, these are about existing clients. You have a client in a state and he or she decides to move to another state. As long as you file the application, you can still work with that person for the next 60 days while it's processing. Okay. If you are an agent of an issuer, so what's an issuer? An issuer is someone who issues shares, not a broker-dealer. It is an issuer, like New York City or the federal government or a bank or whatever it is. If you're the agent of an issuer, you might not have to register. Remember, you're not working for the broker-dealer, you're working for the issuer. If you are an agent of the issuer, and that issuer is either an exempt issuer, which we'll do in another video, or they sell exempt transactions, or they do execute exempt transactions, then you don't have to register. But remember, if you do those same things and you work for a broker-dealer, you do. So let's go clear. Banks are exempt from everything. They're like freaking ghosts. They never have to register at any level on any state for anything. Banks just are invisible. If you guys work for a bank and I work for a broker-dealer and we're selling the bank stock, I have to register, you don't, because you work for the issuer. It's that as clear as that. Now, when does an agent have to register? They register if they do business or they have an office in the state, if they have clients, even one retail client. Again, it's just like the broker-dealer. You apply 30 days later. If there's no issue, you're done. You're in. If there's an issue, they can extend it. Same reasons to deny an agent. Misleading application, no fees, felony conviction, securities misdemeanor conviction. Another state denied your application. You're suspended. All the same list. They cannot deny you for lack of experience or no one will get registered. But they can deny you for lack of knowledge. That's why you got to pass this stupid test. Now remember, once you pass this test, doesn't mean you're registered. It just means you've met one of their requirements. That's all it is. Okay. Now, moving on. What is not an agent? A broker-dealer, that's a firm. An issuer, a bank, an IA, an IAR, that's not an agent. Okay? Now, or an individual who has clients who are temporarily residing in a state and there's no office, you're not an agent. Last thing, when does it expire? December 31st, just like the broker-dealers. So all of the first 4 videos I'm doing, broker-dealer, agent, IA, IAR, your registration is 30 days after you apply, if there's no problems, and it expires on the 31st. So I call them the investment professionals. Broker-dealer, agent, IA, IAR, expire December 31st. The securities, when we get to that, when they register, they are 1 year from effective date. Okay. You all have a good night.